Good morning. I am at the dermatologist for my 6-month full body skin check. It's actually been 7 months. My original appointment was set for when we were going to be at the beach. So the next available appointment was a month later. It is very difficult to get into dermatologist. When I first was diagnosed with skin cancer back in 2021, it took me 3 months to get a dermatology appointment, and I thought that was a long time. Well, fast forward to 2025. In the new city that we live in, it now takes 5 months. It took me 5 months to get my appointment last year. So this will be the second time being seen at this dermatology office with this dermatologist. I have a female dermatologist now. Before, I've only had men. So that makes it a little bit easier, I feel like. Last time she was very patient and she listened to all my concerns. She was very thorough. If you have never had a full body skin cancer check, schedule one. A lot of insurances will cover your first one. If you're female, they do not require you to take off your bra and your underwear. And I have seen 4 dermatologists now, 4 different, I think we've 4 times, 3 or 4 times since my original dermatology appointment. And all of them, all those different offices, you get to keep your bra and you get to keep your underwear on. They do look around, but they really rely on your gynecologist to look down below under your underwear. And they do look in your bra, but you don't have to take it off. And you do get like a thin paper sheet that doesn't cover literally anything to cover up with. So they look between your toes. To get ready for an appointment, what I always do is I don't wear makeup. Well, I've got eyebrows on and I've got mascara, but I don't have foundation on. This morning, I am wearing the Prequel Mineral Sunscreen. It was starting to get hot in the car. I'm in South Carolina, and even though it's early in the morning, it's humid. But I put the Prequel on this morning. It's not my favorite. I did it because one of y'all asked how I felt about the Prequel in comparison to other mineral sunscreens that I've been trying over the summer. So I put it back on because I hadn't reached for it since January of 2025. So I put it back on this morning. So it's a clear mineral sunscreen, and then I put some powder on the top because it's super shiny and sticky. But the powder helps with both those things. Come in with a fresh face, wear your sunscreen, of course, because they're going to look on your face. They're going to look in your ears. They're going to look in your scalp. I have freshly washed hair. Now, have I always come to the dermatologist with freshly washed hair? No. But I thought they always check my scalp, which they should. Also, your salon at the hairstylist, I always ask, hey, if you see anything weird on my scalp, please let me know. Because frequently people get melanomas on their scalp. Come in with bare fingers, no nails, no polish. Same for your toenails, because melanoma can show up in your nails, in your nail beds. So you don't want to have, they will look at that. Melanoma can show up in between your toes. They'll look in between your toes really well. They look closely. They're going to get up close and personal. Come ready if there are any spots that are concerning to you. You should always look over your own body so that you can say, hey, I've noticed a change in this, because my melanoma right here, I noticed over a span of 6 months that it was getting darker, but I wasn't positive. Like, I think it's getting darker, but I'm not sure. And so when I booked my first dermatology appointment with that dermatologist, he looked at it and said, it doesn't look unusual to me. But because I had felt like I noticed a change, he said, we'll just biopsy to make sure it's nothing. He said, I'm sure it's not going to be anything. And then what do you know? That was my melanoma. So it was a stage 1. So that's why it's important to look at your own body everywhere. Everywhere, look at your own body. Take pictures if you find something suspicious. I am a little bit concerned about this one, simply because it's not dark or anything. I feel like this one is getting slightly larger. I had a pre-melanoma taken off 2 years ago back here that was the same color, and I had noticed I felt like it was getting slightly larger. It was larger than this one, and that one ended up being a precancer. So, and that one had surgery to remove it. So I'm I might ask her, I think I am going to ask her to biopsy this one because I feel like it's gotten larger in the past 6 months, I've noticed. Yeah. I mean, I do have others that size. No, I don't have any others that size. I've got this one, which is a little darker. But yeah, I feel like this one has been growing. Anyways, those are just some tips. I get anxiety every time. I'm feeling good right now. Talking to y'all actually helps tremendously before I go into an appointment. Just talking through it. This morning, I was a hot mess of nerves. Last night, I was a hot mess of nerves, just feeling anxiety, you know, like a tightness, like a, I don't want to have skin cancer again. I don't want someone looking at a mostly naked body. I still can't get over that. I'm 45 years old. I still get very uncomfortable taking my clothes off at the doctor's office. It causes me a lot of anxiety. I'm sure my blood pressure is through the roof right now. Now, last time I was here, my dermatologist diagnosed me with vascular rosacea. She's the first ever one to say, hey, you have a mild case of vascular rosacea. So I feel like she's thoroughly looking at my skin. I feel confident. When I'm done, I'll see if I can sneak in a picture of what the paper gown looks like while I'm in there. And then I'll come back and we'll talk about my appointment and see how it went. So I'm gonna turn the air back on. I don't have, oh wait, I do need to go in. I do need to go into my doctor's office. Okay. I'm back. That was super fast. My appointment was at 8:40 and it's 8:54. She's very thorough, but also very personable. She put you at ease. She talked about vacations this summer. She shared stuff about herself. I shared stuff about myself while she's looking everywhere, literally everywhere. She was not at all concerned about the spot. She said it looked perfectly normal. But again, she said, because you want it off, we're biopsying it. And I said, thank you. Yeah, everything looked good. I love that I guess I don't love that she's a melanoma skin cancer survivor, but hers, she had 12 years ago and she's been melanoma free since then. Okay, good. Good. Oh, it's hot. I gotta turn the car on. Hey, I've been filming and editing this video right here today, so that's coming shortly. But I wanted to show you my biopsy. So it's just there now. It has not formed the scab yet. So I did manage to get blood all over my shirt though. I'm not quite sure how I did that. The band-aid slid off and then I ended up with it all. Anyways, that's gross. I'm sorry. Y'all are used to it though, right? Because we all do skin cancer checks now. We've had biopsies. So I'm safe with y'all. So yeah, just wanted to show you what it looked like today. Later. And I got my test results back. So I thought I would update you. Good news, it's not melanoma nor skin cancer, so I'm very excited. I'm gonna pop up right here on the screen what it is. I can't say those words, so I'm not even gonna try. But if you have any experience with what this is, let me know. I've got to do some more research to understand, but it sounds like I'm going to be getting a bunch of these for the rest of my life because it sounds like it's hereditary from sort of what I read, and it's just flat spots, aging spot. Are these just age spots, y'all? Are these just age spots? That are genetic. So I think that's what that is. Let me know. Do you have this? And if so, give me some more information down below. Please, please, please. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.